Welcome, treasure hunters and history lovers. Today, we're diving into the hidden world of rare USA dimes, coins so powerful they could turn your pocket change into a fortune. Let's get started. The 1966 United States One Dime, featuring the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, stands as one of the most remarkable and coveted coins in modern numismatics. This coin captures not only the visage of the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, but also embodies a moment of history etched in metal. Roosevelt's left-facing profile is instantly recognizable, conveying a quiet dignity, while the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" frame his image with a gravitas that reminds collectors of the values America holds dear. Unlike ordinary coins that pass unnoticed in everyday transactions, certain rare variations of this 1966 dime have captured the imagination of collectors worldwide, achieving astronomical market values. On the reverse side, the coin becomes even more mesmerizing. The design features an eagle with its wings majestically spread, clutching a shaft of arrows, which symbolize readiness and strength, while a wreath of two olive branches beneath hints at peace and harmony. Above the eagle, the words "E pluribus unum" echo the nation's motto, symbolizing unity in diversity, a message that resonates as much today as it did during Roosevelt's era. The combination of these symbols, the arrows, the olive sprays, and the soaring eagle, creates a visual narrative of power balanced with peace, making the coin not only an object of financial worth, but also a piece of artistic and historical storytelling. What sets the 1966 One Dime apart from other coins of the era are its rare and unusual minting errors. Certain specimens of this coin were struck with slight variations in die, resulting in misaligned lettering, doubled images, or unusual textures on the surface. These rare anomalies are what make specific 1966 dimes exceptionally valuable. A coin with a perfectly struck Roosevelt image, sharp details on the eagle, and nowhere from circulation can fetch prices far beyond its face value, sometimes even reaching into the millions for collectors willing to pay top dollar for pristine, certified examples. The allure of these coins lies not merely in metal content, but in their scarcity and the story each imperfection tells. Collectors often speak of the eye appeal of a 1966 One Dime, and it is here that the coin truly shines. The luster of its metallic surface, when preserved under optimal conditions, creates a soft, reflective glow, highlighting the fine contours of Roosevelt's profile and the intricate feathers of the eagle. Coins that retain this brilliance without scratches or discoloration are exceedingly rare, as most dimes from the 1960s were heavily circulated. The rarity of such well-preserved examples drives demand to extraordinary levels, making these coins prized possessions for serious collectors, investors, and even museums. Owning one is like holding a small, tangible piece of American history in the palm of your hand. The historical significance of the 1966 dime cannot be overstated. Roosevelt himself is one of America's most celebrated presidents, and his image on the dime pays tribute to his role in reshaping the country's economic landscape and guiding it through some of its darkest hours. Every detail of the coin, from the inscriptions to the symbolic imagery of the eagle and olive branches, reflects the values Roosevelt championed: courage, unity, and hope. For collectors, possessing such a coin is akin to connecting directly with a pivotal moment in American history, giving it not only monetary value, but profound sentimental and cultural significance. Market trends for these rare dimes are nothing short of astonishing. Over the decades, certain 1966 dimes have seen their value skyrocket, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition. While most coins are worth only a few dollars in everyday change, a perfectly preserved, certified 1966 dime with unique characteristics can demand tens of thousands of dollars in auctions, private sales, or collector exchanges. The scarcity factor, coupled with the historical and aesthetic appeal, has made these coins an investment of a lifetime, attracting both numismatic enthusiasts and financial investors eager to capitalize on their enduring value. The allure of rare USA bicentennial coins goes beyond simple numbers. Each coin tells a story of craftsmanship, political history, and national pride. The 1966 One Dime is no exception. It encapsulates a moment when America was navigating the post-war era, entering a time of cultural, economic, and technological transformation. Collectors and enthusiasts are drawn to coins like this not just for profit, but for the thrill of holding history itself. The idea that a small coin can contain so much narrative and significance adds an almost magical quality to its appeal, creating a connection across generations. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of these dimes is the notion of their potential to dramatically change someone's fortune overnight. Stories abound of rare coins purchased for pocket change decades ago that are now worth millions. The 1966 dime, especially those with errors, high-grade preservation, or proof-like surfaces, represents this kind of hidden treasure. Even a casual collector who discovers such a coin unexpectedly could find themselves holding an object whose market value is life-altering. This mix of rarity, historical significance, and financial potential is why collectors across the globe obsessively seek these pieces, often scanning through countless coins to find just the right specimen. The cultural and collector appeal of the 1966 one dime extends beyond the United States. Numismatists from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East recognize its value as a benchmark of American coinage, seeking it as a centerpiece for international collections. Auctions featuring these rare coins often generate global attention, with bidders willing to pay extraordinary sums to secure a coin in pristine condition. For these collectors, the coin is more than currency. It is a symbol of prestige, historical knowledge, and refined taste. Possessing one signals not only wealth but discernment, as these coins are often sought after by those who truly understand their significance. Finally, the 1966 one dime reminds us of the incredible stories hidden in everyday objects. What seems like a small, humble piece of metal carries with it the legacy of a nation, the memory of a revered president, and the potential for immense financial reward. For anyone fortunate enough to own one, it is a tangible link to the past and a reminder of the possibilities embedded in history. Rare coins like this are not just collectibles, they are keys to understanding culture, wealth, and human curiosity. In the world of numismatics, the 1966 one dime stands as a shining example of how history, artistry, and fortune converge in a single, small, remarkable coin. Beyond its monetary and historical value, the 1966 one dime carries an almost mystical aura for collectors and enthusiasts alike. There's something intoxicating about holding a coin that was minted over half a century ago. A coin that passed through countless hands, yet retains the essence of its original creation. Each line of Roosevelt's profile, each feather on the eagle, each tiny inscription reflects not just artistry, but a moment frozen in time. For many, owning such a coin feels like touching a bridge between eras, a tangible connection to a president whose leadership shaped the nation, and to the generations of Americans who use this very coin in daily life. The story of a single dime suddenly becomes a story of an entire century. The rarity of certain 1966 dimes is further heightened by production anomalies that are both subtle and fascinating. Some coins exhibit doubling in the lettering, slight misalignments, or unusual textures that were unintended by the mint, but now transform the coin into an extraordinary collector's treasure. These imperfections, far from diminishing value, amplify it. In the world of numismatics, such rare characteristics are the holy grail for collectors. The hunt for these anomalies often becomes an obsession, as enthusiasts sift through countless coins in the hope of discovering a hidden gem, a coin that could potentially be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, depending on its uniqueness and condition. What also makes the 1966 one dime so alluring is its symbolic richness. The eagle clutching arrows represents strength and defense, while the olive branches below signify peace, and the inscriptions of liberty and unity remind us of the ideals upon which the United States was built. The torch, olive branch, and oak sprig further represent liberty, peace, and victory, making the coin not just a piece of currency, but a miniature manifesto of American values. For collectors, this symbolism transforms the coin from a simple metallic disc into a profound emblem of history, patriotism, and human achievement. It's this blend of artistry, symbolism, and rarity that keeps the 1966 dime at the top of the list for both serious collectors and casual treasure hunters alike. Next up in the 1983 bicentennial one dime is a coin that instantly captures the imagination of collectors and investors alike. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary piece of currency, yet a closer look reveals a work of art meticulously crafted to commemorate the enduring legacy of the United States. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, facing left with an expression of resolve and quiet strength. The words liberty and in God we trust frame his image, a timeless reminder of the nation's principles during one of the most transformative eras of the 20th century. This simple yet elegant design is deceptively powerful, embodying both the stability and vision Roosevelt represented during his presidency. On the reverse, the coin's design becomes an intricate tapestry of symbolism and national pride. An eagle, wings fully spread and perched confidently on a shaft of arrows, conveys strength and vigilance. Beneath the eagle, a wreath made of 2 olive sprays represents peace, a recurring motif that anchors the coin in the values that America strives to uphold. Surrounding these elements is the motto, E Pluribus Unum, and the lettering, United States of America, which together underscore unity and identity, uniting citizens under a single purpose. This coin is not merely currency. It is a miniature sculpture, a tangible piece of the nation's story, and a snapshot of the pride felt during the bicentennial celebrations. What makes the 1983 D-Dime particularly intriguing to collectors is its rarity in pristine condition. While millions of these dimes were minted for circulation, few survive in flawless state. Coins that retain their original luster, sharp details, and minimal are exceedingly rare and command extraordinary attention in the market. The D mint mark, representing the Denver Mint, adds another layer of collectability. In the realm of coin collecting, provenance, mint mark, and condition dramatically influence value, and this dime ticks every box for enthusiasts seeking a potentially transformative addition to their collection. Beyond its physical beauty, the 1983 D Bicentennial One Dime holds immense historical significance. It was minted at a time when the United States was reflecting on 200 years of history, growth, and resilience. Each element of the coin, Roosevelt's portrait, the eagle with arrows, the olive wreath, and the symbolic branches of peace, liberty, and victory, was intentionally chosen to celebrate both past triumphs and future aspirations. Owning this coin is not just a financial opportunity. It is a connection to the spirit of a nation, a reminder of the ideals that shaped modern America, and a tribute to generations of leadership, courage, and innovation. From a financial perspective, the potential worth of this coin is nothing short of astonishing. While its face value is a mere dime, collectors and investors understand that scarcity and historical allure can elevate a simple coin into a treasure worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. The 1983 D-Dime's bicentennial legacy, combined with excellent preservation, creates a market phenomenon where supply is fixed, yet demand continues to grow exponentially. Some rare specimens have fetched staggering sums at auctions, making them more than collectibles. They are assets that could dramatically impact one's financial portfolio. The artistry embedded in this coin is also a major factor in its appeal. The subtle detailing on Roosevelt's portrait, the expression of calm determination, the intricate contours of the hair, the precise lettering, is all crafted with the meticulous attention to detail that defines American minting excellence. On the reverse, the eagle's feathers, the sharp points of the arrows, and the soft curves of the olive sprays create a dynamic visual contrast, blending strength and elegance. This level of craftsmanship transforms the dime into a miniature masterpiece, which collectors often describe as pocket-sized history, due to its ability to evoke both awe and reverence. Cultural significance amplifies its desirability. The 1983 D-Dime belongs to a period when the United States celebrated not only its bicentennial heritage, but also its position on the world stage during the late 20th century. These coins serve as tangible reminders of that era's pride, optimism, and national identity. Owning one is akin to holding a small piece of history, a personal artifact that links the present to the bicentennial celebrations, and a symbol of enduring values. It is a coin that speaks to both history enthusiasts and modern investors alike. The market for these coins is fiercely competitive. Dealers, auction houses, and private collectors constantly seek the finest examples, knowing that the right coin can transform a collection overnight. Auctions often attract global attention, as bidders understand that the 1983 D Bicentennial One Dime is not just a coin. It is a rare investment, a testament to American ingenuity, and a potential gateway to wealth. For anyone lucky enough to acquire one in near-perfect condition, it is an asset with both tangible beauty and intangible prestige, a dual reward of financial gain and historical appreciation. Finally, the 1983 Bicentennial One Dime serves as a reminder to treasure history, recognize rarity, and respect the value of well-preserved artifacts. These coins are not mere change. They are symbols of national pride, powerful reminders of the legacy of leadership, and opportunities to participate in a market where historical significance meets financial potential. For collectors, investors, or anyone fascinated by the intersection of history and wealth, this dime represents the ultimate combination: beauty, rarity, and value that could, in extraordinary circumstances, make someone's fortunes overnight. It is more than a coin. It is a doorway to history, legacy, and potential prosperity. The 1983 D-Dime's appeal is magnified when considering the stories embedded in each coin. Every scratch, every shine, and every imperfection is a silent witness to decades of American life. While circulating coins were often handled carelessly, those that survived in near-perfect condition became rare jewels, carrying with them decades of unseen history. Imagine holding a coin that passed through countless hands, yet retained the brilliance of its original minting. It is not just money. It is a narrative, a living testament to resilience and care, and a bridge between the past and present. Collectors often describe this tactile connection as touching history. And for the 1983 D-Dime, that feeling is amplified tenfold because of its bicentennial legacy. Another reason for the coin's staggering value is the mystique surrounding its rarity. Coins from large mintage years are usually considered common, yet the reality is far more complex. Many 1983 D-Dimes were lost, damaged, or melted over time, leaving only a fraction in collector-grade condition. This scarcity elevates demand exponentially, especially among serious numismatists who understand that each well-preserved coin is a prize few will ever acquire. The combination of a historically significant design, the D mint mark, and near-perfect preservation creates a trifecta of desirability that makes this dime one of the most sought-after modern coins in the United States. Beyond physical and financial appeal, the 1983 D-Dime embodies a symbolic narrative that resonates with collectors worldwide. The olive branch, torch, and oak branch on the reverse aren't mere decorations. They are metaphors for peace, liberty, and victory, timeless ideals that continue to define American identity. Every time someone holds this coin, they are reminded of the nation's aspirations, struggles, and triumphs. This coin is more than metal. It is a philosophical artifact, a conversation starter, and a source of pride for those who understand its deeper meaning. In many ways, owning this dime is like possessing a miniature emblem of the American spirit itself. The thrill of collecting this dime is amplified by the stories of extraordinary auctions where these coins have exchanged hands for sums that seem impossible for a coin with a face value of 10 cents. In certain rare cases, coins in perfect condition have attracted collectors willing to pay thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. These auctions are not just about buying a coin. They are high-stakes contests of knowledge, passion, and desire, where the 1983 D-Dime emerges as a crown jewel. For modern collectors, it represents the ultimate convergence of historical reverence and speculative excitement, a symbol that smart acquisition today could result in life-changing rewards tomorrow. Finally, the 1983 Bicentennial One Dime stands as a reminder that the smallest artifacts can carry the heaviest weight of history and value. Its charm lies in its duality. Simple in size yet monumental in significance, humble as currency yet regal as a collectible. Those who encounter it are often mesmerized by its story, craftsmanship, and rarity. This coin doesn't just sit in a collection. It commands attention, sparks conversation, and ignites imagination. It is a rare chance to hold a tangible piece of the United States bicentennial pride while potentially unlocking extraordinary financial opportunity. In every sense, this dime is a masterpiece, a historical relic, a collector's dream, and a symbol of wealth, legacy, and national identity all rolled into one small, shining circle of silver and copper. Next up in the 1984 United States One Dime is not just a coin. It is a small, shining fragment of history that carries with it the weight of American pride and the artistry of minting perfection. This coin features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, facing left with a gaze that seems to pierce time itself. His expression on the obverse side is dignified, portraying the resilience and determination that defined his leadership during some of the nation's most challenging years, from the Great Depression to World War II. Surrounding his image is the revered motto, "In God We Trust," a phrase that evokes the enduring faith and principles upon which the nation was built. Above and around, the lettering Liberty firmly anchors the coin in American tradition, reminding all who see it of the freedom and opportunity the country represents. The reverse side of the 1984 P dime is where the bicentennial symbolism comes alive, blending intricate design with profound meaning. The eagle, wings spread wide and majestic, clutches a shaft of arrows while being flanked by a wreath of 2 olive sprays, a dual symbol of both strength and peace. This imagery resonates deeply, representing a nation always ready to defend itself, yet committed to harmony. The inclusion of the olive branch, torch, and oak branch near the motto, E pluribus unum, further reinforces the ideals of peace, liberty, and victory. An emblematic trifecta that underscores the coin's significance not just as currency, but as a messenger of American values. The lettering, United States of America, and the face value, 1 dime, encircle this iconic tableau, creating a perfect frame that elevates the coin to a work of miniature art. Collectors and historians alike are drawn to the 1984 P bicentennial dime not merely for its aesthetic beauty, but for its rarity and potential financial value. Unlike everyday dimes that pass through countless hands, a coin in pristine condition, especially one with minimal wear and exceptional luster, can fetch prices that seem almost fantastical. The appeal lies in its dual identity as both a widely recognized object and a rare treasure. While millions of dimes were minted that year, those preserved with perfect clarity or displaying unique minting anomalies can command extraordinary sums at auction or in private sales. Some lucky owners have transformed a simple coin into a veritable financial windfall, making it a beacon for anyone fascinated by numismatics. The story of Franklin D. Roosevelt on this coin adds an additional layer of allure. Known for his New Deal policies and leadership through global conflict, Roosevelt's image evokes a sense of stability and resilience. Owning a dime bearing his portrait is more than possession. It's a connection to the past, to an era that shaped modern America. This human connection, paired with the technical precision of the coin's engraving, transforms the 1984 P dime into a collector's dream. Each detail, from the curvature of the president's hair to the sharp relief of the lettering, has been meticulously crafted to capture both likeness and essence. Market dynamics make this dime even more captivating. Coins that appear identical at first glance can vary dramatically in value based on minute differences, such as a slight doubling of letters, a rare die crack, or a subtle misstrike. These anomalies, often overlooked by casual observers, are gold mines for collectors who know what to look for. The 1984 P dime is especially notable because it bridges the ordinary and extraordinary. While it was produced in large quantities, the coins that escaped circulation in flawless condition are exceedingly rare. This scarcity, combined with historical significance, propels its value into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on provenance and grade. Beyond the numbers, the 1984 P dime represents a cultural snapshot. It commemorates not only Roosevelt's enduring legacy, but also a period in American history that celebrated continuity and progress. The bicentennial period was a time when citizens reflected on the nation's journey and envisioned its future, making coins from this era more than currency. They are tangible symbols of a collective national memory. Holding one is to hold a piece of that celebration, a miniature reminder of triumphs, challenges, and aspirations that define America. The emotional resonance of owning such a coin cannot be overstated. For collectors, it is a thrill to discover a coin that has survived decades without losing its sheen. There is a sense of guardianship, a responsibility to preserve history for future generations. Each scratch-free surface, each crisp edge, carries stories untold, whispering the journey of minting, handling, and eventual discovery. This is why the 1984 P dime, in top condition, is more than a monetary asset. It is an heirloom, a tangible connection to both past and future. The coin's investment potential adds yet another layer of intrigue. Unlike typical collectibles that fluctuate based on trends, rare bicentennial coins like this dime have consistently held and often increased in value. Enthusiasts who invested early or stumbled upon a well-preserved example have seen remarkable returns, sometimes transforming a modest collection into a substantial fortune. This potential has made the 1984 P dime a legend among investors and collectors alike, ensuring that interest in it remains intense and enduring. Finally, the 1984 United States One Dime encapsulates the perfect intersection of artistry, history, and financial promise. It is small enough to fit in your hand, yet its story and value loom large, stretching across decades of American life and culture. For those who stumble upon it, the dime offers a rare opportunity, a glimpse into the past, a connection to a revered president, and a potential doorway to extraordinary wealth. It is no wonder that collectors, historians, and dreamers alike are drawn to this seemingly humble coin. It is, in every sense, priceless. Beyond its surface beauty, the 1984 bicentennial dime represents an extraordinary intersection of craftsmanship and symbolism. Every line engraved on the coin was carefully designed to convey a story, from the poised eagle to the wreath of olive sprays. The eagle's outstretched wings convey a sense of freedom and vigilance, while the arrows in its talons remind us of America's readiness to protect its ideals. Even the subtle detailing of feathers and arrows is a testament to the artistry and precision of the United States Mint, which took extraordinary care to ensure that each coin was not merely functional, but also a work of miniature art. Owning one of these coins is like holding a piece of that meticulous artistry in your hand, a tiny but powerful symbol of national pride. The 1984 dime also offers a window into the economic and cultural climate of the time. The early 1980s were a period of transition for the United States, balancing modern advancements with reflections on its storied past. Coins like this one were more than money. They were historical markers, capturing the spirit of a nation celebrating continuity and growth. For collectors, this context elevates the dime's value beyond its metal content. Each coin carries with it the weight of memory, an artifact of a specific era in American life that resonates with anyone who appreciates history, symbolism, and the stories that small objects can tell. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1984 dime is the role of rarity and condition in determining its true worth. While millions were minted, only a small fraction have survived in mint condition, untouched by circulation. Coins that display original luster, sharp edges, and no blemishes can be worth exponentially more than those that show wear. Even minor imperfections, a small scratch or a slight discoloration, can dramatically impact market value. This delicate balance between survival and rarity adds a layer of excitement for collectors, creating a treasure hunt where diligence and a keen eye can yield astonishing rewards. In addition to its numismatic value, the 1984 dime serves as a bridge connecting generations. Many collectors inherit these coins from parents or grandparents, creating a tangible link between family histories and national history. A single dime can carry memories, stories, and traditions across decades, making it more than a financial asset. It becomes a family heirloom and a symbol of legacy. This emotional connection amplifies the coin's appeal, transforming it from a small piece of metal into a repository of stories, dreams, and memories that transcend its face value. Finally, the 1984 United States One Dime embodies the ultimate allure of rare coins. The combination of aesthetic perfection, historical resonance, and potential for life-changing financial gain. Its intricate designs, from Roosevelt's dignified portrait to the symbolic eagle and wreath, invite admiration and respect. Its scarcity and condition make it a coveted prize for collectors and investors alike. And its potential to command extraordinary sums transforms it into more than currency. It becomes a beacon of possibility, a small object that can capture imagination, preserve history, and even reshape fortunes. Holding such a coin is not just about owning money. It is about holding a story, a legacy, and a tiny treasure that has the power to captivate and inspire for generations to come.